Good morning, student. Today we are going to discuss the next chapter, chapter 2, modeling with linear programming problem. Modeling with linear programming problems. In this video, we are going to give you the introduction about linear programming problem. In the next video, we will discuss about some sample problems. See, for example, when we were discussing the previous chapter, chapter 1, Introduction to Operational Research, we said we are going to discuss some decision variables. We are having different alternatives. Using the different alternative, we are going to select the optimum solution which is suitable to the situation. And we gave you some examples, like you are to select one university, how you are going to select, or you are purchasing something, how you are going to make the purchase, how you are going to make the inventory. Now, the thing is that the basic principle of any business is to maximize the profit or to minimize the loss. We cannot expect always we will be getting the profit. There may be a situation when we may get a loss. So whenever and wherever we are getting the profit, we have to get the maximum profit, and wherever there is the loss, then we have to minimize the loss. We have to minimize the loss. This is the basic principle of operation research. We are having different decision. Using different decision variable, we are going to select the best possible solution. Now, what is the meaning of linear programming problems? What is the meaning of linear programming problem? See, linear programming problem is nothing but this is a procedure for determining a best possible solution of interdependent activities with respect to the available resources. What is the meaning of linear programming problem? This is a procedure for determining a best possible solution of interdependent activities with respect to the available resources. You know that very well. When we talk about the business is having different interdependent activities. I cannot say just I am going to, for example, I am going to take a footstep shop. When I take a footstep shop is having different types of items. Now they have to decide how much quantity they are going to purchase, how much quantity they have to keep with them, isn't it? How many days it will take for the producer to give them the supply? What is the demand of the product? So in such cases, each and everything, all the activities are interdependent activities. All the activities are interdependent activities. Now, what we are going to do, we are having different interdependent activities, and we are going to combine all the interdependent activities into an equation. Using the available resources, we are going to check for the best solution or optimal solution. This solution may be either maximize the profit or to minimize the loss, either to maximize the profit or to minimize the loss, or maximize the profit or to minimize the cost. It may depend on the activities what we are going to perform. This may depend on the activity what we are going to perform. Then teacher, what is the meaning of linear? When you are studying for foundation or when you are studying other mathematical courses, you might have studied about the equations. When we are talking about the equation, you know about the linear equations. The meaning of linear equation is nothing but where the power is 1. I am having an equation, for example, 2x plus 3y is equal to 7. When I check the power of x, the power of x is 1, 2x, 2 plus 2y, the power of y is 1, is equal to 7, the constant value. Whenever I am having the power value, or the which we call it as a degree of the equation is 1, or order of the equation is 1, then it is called linear. Then it is called, the equation is called linear. You know about the quadratic equation. When we talk about the quadratic equation, we used to say ax squared plus bx plus c is equal to 0. When we say cubic equation, we will take power 3, ax cube plus bx squared plus cx plus d is equal to 0. So the powers will change. So the meaning of linear, where we are going to have the equation with the power 1. This shows the relationship between the interdependent quantities are linear. They are linear quantities. The meaning of programming. What is the meaning of programming? This is another word for planning. We are going to plan which solution is good for the situation or for the particular problem. This is what we are going to define in this area. This is the definition of linear programming problem. How to do this, teacher? Here is the idea for mathematical formulation, because till now we discussed something theoretical idea. We are going to discuss something about the mathematical formulation. Here we are having 5 steps. You have to follow the 5 steps. First and foremost thing, you have to identify the objective of the problem. What do you want to do? What is the purpose of this question? What the management want? Whether you want to maximize the profit or whether you want to minimize the loss or you have to minimize the cost, which is related, what are all the objective of the problem. And then you have to identify the decision variables. What are all the decision variable? What is this, teacher? See, for example, we said you want to select one university, isn't it? I gave you an example in the last class. You are having 3 options, 3 different universities they are offering you. Now what you will do, you will make some idea. Okay, I will give the reputation. I will give some percentage. I will give some percentage for the place. I will give some percentage for the placement on completion where I am going to work. Something you will have this one. This each variables are called decision variables. These variables are called decision variables. Already we gave you the idea in the last chapter in the introduction. Just I am giving in detail. I am going with the details. And then we are going to state the possible alternatives. What are all the possible alternatives? Because we said we are having different alternatives. We are having different options. From that option, we are going to select the best one. We are going to select the best one. So I have to define the possible alternatives. What is the alternative for this? And then we are going to convert the constraints we said condition, into linear inequalities or equalities. Maybe an inequality or equality. This depends on the statement given in the problem. This is purely depends on the statement given in the problem. And then we are going to use the decision variable. Using the decision variable, we are going to convert the constraint, the condition, into linear inequalities or equalities. What is the meaning of inequalities? Maybe less than or equal, maybe greater than or equal, maybe less than or equal, or maybe greater than or equal. And then we are going to express the objective function as the linear function of decision variable, because this is our main idea. At the end, what we are going to do, we are going to find, or we are going to obtain the solution for the objective function, optimal solution. We call it as the optimal solution for the objective function. Here you have to remember some most important idea. You already, as I told you, the objective function is nothing but either to maximize or to minimize. So we will write maximum is that or minimum is that equal to. And we are going to write the condition, the constraints. We are going to write the constraints. How to write the constraints? This is only an idea. Please remember, this is not the correct idea. Exactly, it will fit all into all the this one. It will not fit. You have to read the question and you have to understand. But in general, when the objective is to maximize, all the equation you are going to consider as less than or equal to. You are going to consider the equations as less than or equal to. When your objective is to minimize, you are going to take the condition as greater than or equal to. What is this, teacher? We do not understand what is this. See, for example, you are going to the teacher, I'm going to finish my diploma, or I'm going to finish my baccalaureate. I finish all the subject. This is the last course. I need minimum B teacher. I need minimum B teacher. So what is your expectation from the teacher? When I say minimum, that means minimum B. So I can give you B, or I can give you any other grade higher than that. I can give you B plus, I can give you A, isn't it? So now when you say minimum, what is happening? Your expectation is to get the value greater than any grade which is higher than the requirement. That is the reason why we are writing for when the objective is to minimize, we are going to take the condition as greater than or equal to. In the contrary, you finish all the courses, just this is the last of only one course, maybe some unavoidable circumstances you could not able to write, and you are having a very good grade with a 3.75 or 3.8. Now you are going to the teacher, please help. And I don't want B plus under, give me C, at least maximum, enough, no problem. When you say maximum, what is the meaning? Your expectation is at least minimum, that is not the max, you need the maximum of C. Even if the grade is less, no problem for you, but you don't want to fail. The basic idea, you don't want to fail, you want at least some D or D plus or C. So when you say maximum, that is the reason you are going to, even if it is something less, you can manage. When you say minimum, you have to take the upper values. Here, what is the meaning of A? A is the corresponding, the values given for the corresponding decision variable, and X is nothing but the decision variable, and B is given by the available resources. B is nothing but the available resources. The possible alternatives can also be represented as greater than or equal X, greater than or equal to 0. That's what I told you when I say you don't want fail. This is what I'm representing here, because when I say less than F, that is when I say maximum, and when it is fail, you will not be getting satisfaction, or your objective will not be served. So that is the reason why you are expecting some minimum pass. So this is the reason why I said when you say maximum, when you say teacher maximum give me C, you don't want F, you don't want to fail. Any grade other than fail up to C is enough for you, up to C is enough for you, so that your objective to complete the diploma or the baccalaureate will be achieved. So understand the idea. This is the basic principle of linear programming problem. In the next video, we are going to discuss some sample problem, how to form the linear programming, how to solve the linear programming problems, and all we are going to discuss in the next video. Thank you all.